Good morning! Welcome back to Julian's Gardens. And finally, we got the sunshine after about 10 days. All grey and raining and it was so cloudy. And it's just beautiful day today. Look at the sky. And a few weeks ago, I did give you my front yard garden tour, November 2021. And today, I want to give you a very quick tour of my backyard, November 2021 as well. In my backyard, I grow lots of things like for fruit trees, vegetables, and a lot of roses and other ornamental plants as well. So let's take a look. Alright, so here is the gate at our back door. And on my right side, this corner, I got a lot of salad leaves. They're doing so well, and they are nearly 1 year old. Can you believe that? And some of them still looking really good too. And only in this tub and some on the other tub, they have to pull some of the plants out because they go into flower. They were rocket and mustard, but overall the spinach and the lettuce, they're doing very well. And on my right side, a lot bits and bits, they're very messy. I come to show you a little bit later. But here is my backyard. What it look like at the moment. A little bit cloudy at the moment, by the way. So that is good. So I hope you can see a little bit better. And on my left side, you can see I got some containers that I plant peanuts and some loofah seasoning. Now they haven't grown much at all actually because we got very mild summer or early summer so far. And some of the peanut seasoning, I did put some more in here in this side as well. And some more in the container. They maybe grow just a little bit but not much. And on this left side of my garden beds, I have a lot of strawberries, and again I put a lot of the shelf or the cage like this to protect the strawberry fruits because I know the birds have been eating them. And I got a lot of roses. And come along this side, I just shrink. You can see a little bit better. So I got new variety of Roald Dahl from David Austin, or the breeder is David Austin. I love this one very much. It doesn't have any scent though. So I got 3 bushes in here. That's one, and that's one, and that's one. They blooming beautiful. They're very healthy, I have to say, even though we got a lot of rain and humidity. That's normal other years that I have experience in Canberra, Australia. And I know a lot of David Austin roses. Some of the variety, they got very big bloom and they're often very droopy. But this variety, the bloom so holding on very well. And I think because the bloom is not as big. And 2 bushes of British Charlene, the Monaco, blooming for all the time. And look at this, how many flowering buds in there. And just so beautiful. And some of the petals were damaged by the rain though. Look at that, a little bit yucky. I should come out and decorate them a little bit. And some of the new roses I got in there, you can see the pink bush there, and that's one. Another one color there. They are called the Unconventional Lady Rose. Oh, I could try to put the name on the screen. And that Penthouse bush. And some other Lilium in here. This is a new variety. Just unlucky that it haven't bloomed yet. I bought a lot of Lilium this year. And my beautiful lilac tree finished blooming. It's a little bit shame that not everything bloom at the same time. So if I remember, I try to put the picture of the bloom for you so you can see what they look like. And come along this side, you can see that. This is so pretty. I want to show you this new rose as well. Very new for me. I think this one is called Herkules. I'm not quite convinced about the color of the bloom though. Let me come a little bit closer. You see that? The bloom a little bit funny and look of the color. Now normally I just have to wait after the first and the second, maybe the third flush of bloom, and normally I can see they often show the rose often show the true color of the rose. So I have to wait and see if I really like it or not. But overall, the bush is very healthy. Look at that. No black spots, powdery mildew at all. And come on this side, I'm really excited to show you my compost bin, by the way. Lot of penstemon only falling over because of the rain. And in the front, I got 2 almond trees. You see this one and that one. They have a lot of nuts on, but the birds got onto them before I have a chance to net them. So they're all gone. And the trees are still very small. So I'm not so disappointed about that, because I know next year I know there could be soon enough the birds want to come, so I had to net them very quick next year. But here I really want to show you my kiwi berries. I got 2 vines of kiwi berry in here, and they're doing very well, and they have all the flower and the fruit all over it. So happy, even down here as well. Look at that. And they love all the rain and the cool weather they got, actually, because they don't like too much direct sunlight in the summer, because their leaves will get burned. And I did plant some corn underneath down over here, actually. Can you see some corn down there? Like some corn here and corn down there. Let me work out it a little bit. And my pond, a little bit cloudy, so the fountain is not running much, but I can show you my beautiful water lily and my apple tree. I just found out that I have only 1 apple left on the tree. Even I tried to net it, and I took the netting up this morning because I found out only 1 apple left on the tree. So no point to put the whole netting on the tree like this. I will do some summer pruning for this apple tree very soon. And some of the containers I got over here. Let me swing back a little bit like this so you can kind of vision what my backyard look like. The aeroplane on the top. Can you hear the noise? And swing on this side so you can't see much my backyard. So at the end I end up to put the elephant ears in this container and 2 tiny little of dianthus here. So in the future, if I don't like it, I should take them out, because at the moment I got so many plants already. I don't want to buy more plants or more annuals, because for me I prefer to buy perennial than annual. And just beautiful nice blue bush, or I call my Christmas tree, still beautiful. And look at it, containers. This one just like beautiful fountains. Oh, just so lovely. And if you can see all the details of the leaves, look at that, pink and variegated and look very relaxing. So at the back I got tonic blackberry bush, and of course there's so many berries on them. And on the left side, I still have some container of my peony rose bushes there. I will plant them in the ground very soon, or another month. And in the front of this garden, I got a lot of different types of irises. They all finished blooming now, but I will try to put some picture on the screen so you can see how beautiful they all were. Only 1 of tiny little bloom left though, even today is 29th of November. Look at that. And some of the new roses is starting to bloom. You can see the red rose there, it faded away already. And this one and this one and this one, they are called Mandalay Rose, very big dark red bloom. And 3 of very creamy and yellow blooms, rose. They are called Eden She Lovely. And hopefully I can show you this row. Look at it. This one doesn't have any scent, by the way. But you can see the bloom got damaged by the rain. This one only just come out. And in the back here, I do have some asparagus. I think I might come out to have with them. And some gladiolas. I got some new type of lily as well. This one and this one. And over here, I got a new type of the lily too. I think it's called Apricot Fudge. I'm going to try to put the name on the screen. But the bloom a little bit different than some other Lilium. Let me come a little bit closer. A little bit faded away already. And here is my plum tree. It's got a lot of fruit. So last year we all suffer, or all the fruit were attacked by the fruit fly. So this year I have to net it very fast. And let me show you about the fruit. Alright, I'm in the netting as well. And let me show you some of the fruits that I got. So exciting! Last year, I got a lot of food as well, but all went to for the fruit fly. And I was so disappointed. Look at that. So many food. So exciting. I hope that this year I net it and they will give me some beautiful yummy food without the fruit fly. Okay, let me work out of this netting and come along this side. And I still have one little apricot tree in here. Now it got a lot of bloom, but it all fell off because we got so much rain. And also this one only 1 year old. I planted it last year, by the way. And this one, the container, I got one tree. And if you watch my video about I grow the seasoning, either peach or nectarine, and one of the tree is fruit. And I got a lot of fruit, but most of them, they was, most of the fruit, they got split because of due to the rain, all the rain that we got. And I still have some left here. So hopefully I will have a chance to test them. And if the taste nice, I will keep them. If not, I might just won't keep them or compost them. And come on this side. I got more roses and more irises. So I still have some container of peony rose here. And if you watch my recent video about how I grow figs from cutting, so I report them. They all are here. And in the front, I got 3 red roses. They are called Firefighter. This one blooming so well, and it got beautiful scent, by the way. And I love growing a lot of different type of roses, and especially hybrid tea, because they have very sturdy stem and very easy to do cut flower. And let me show you this one. Even they got destroyed by the rains, but they still looking beautiful. And I love the mixture with the lavender color of the salvia as well. I really love this, and this variety is very easy to try from cutting. And because I did grow a lot of them from cutting, and I got several babies one in the front yard. And I think I can try to get some more to put some on the other side as well. Before I did plant quite a few sedum in the middle of the rows there as well. But at the end I have to pull them out because they grow so fast. And that is too much for the roses. I thought that I can get away 1 or 2 seasons of the sedum in there. But at the end, no, they have to go. That is too much. So down there, like in front of my clematis, if you watch my video, I planted 1 clematis on the trailer there. It's still there, but I got on the piece in front of it. They are taller than my fence actually, and they done so well. But because all the rain and humidity we got, it got powdery mildew, and I think they could done for the season soon. Look at that. But they own the piece there. Look at it. Sugar snap peas and peas and snow pea. And I got some dahlia bushes in here. That's a white color. I think it's called My Love, I think. And this one is the pink color. It's going in the front. I move into the backyard. And I just planted a new one. The one that I just bought this year. I think it's called something Dainty Sue. Dahlia Dainty Sue. I try to put the name on the screen. Just a shame that I can't quite show you the flower because they haven't bloomed yet. And 2 little of my persimmon tree, this one and this one. This one, it haven't grown fast like the other one. And come along this way is one of my new Lilium. And this shower from the rain for the whole week and still holding on very well. And some of the bloom fell off because I tried to go in there and harvest my piece. And some other Lilium in there, they are white color. And again, my plum trees, this one I haven't pruned yet for my summer pruning, and they called too clouded. I need to come and prune them and to get some light for the fruit to get sweeter and get more flavorful or more flavor. And come along this side. Let me walk out here a little bit. I still have some sedum. I need to prune them out though, because otherwise too clouded for the roses. So 3 bushes up in here. 1, 2, 3. They are called something Jubilee, Diamond Jubilee. Actually, Diamond Jubilee. Beautiful flower, very big bloom, and beautiful scent as well. But this is quite old variety. So when I bought it, or when I was looking at the variety, I know that this variety will have a lot of powdery mildew, because my neighbor, she got one of it as well. And after all the rain we have, see, powdery mildew. But I love them very much, so I still get them. And in front of this, I still have some containers. And it turned out, oh, by the way, this side, or some of my color lilies, this one is here, very dark red cherry color, and why the other side it was yellow. That's what I meant to go with that container, and for the yellow color for this one as well. But now it turned to cherry, that red cherry color. But that's okay. It's still looking beautiful. And in front, I got this rose now. This one is very new to me. And if you watch my video not long ago, I talked about this rose when I bought it. And I find this variety is a little bit flaky, or I don't know how to say it, not quite easy to grow as the other type of rose. Because when I bought it, or from the nursery, it was so healthy, but when I got home, it all gets sunburned. Look at that. And after a while, they send out a lot of new shoot. And after that, I decided to repot it in a bigger container, because I don't want to stay in tiny little container for the whole season like that one. So I decided to repot it, and after that, they got some more sunburned again. So that is very funny. I find that it's too much for the roses, but it's still blooming, and it sent out more new buds as well. So it say that we be blooming well. So I do say that yes, it does seem like that, but I don't know. I still love the bloom, so I still keeping it. And come on this side. So this area I have a lot of vegetables and berries as well. So this very messy corner here, and because can you see my old stove, I need to take it to the dump, but we haven't had a chance to do that, or have a big car to do that. So we have to organize this. And this corner, I will change quite a bit. You can see that in the future video. And come along here, I got a lot of berry. By the way, this is my new container. Look at that. I love this container very much. And some other plum in here. This plum, it has only 1 fruit. Can you believe that? But I really want to try it, because it's the first year it give me the fruit. So I really want to protect it and try it. And this is the new lilac tree for me. Very new variety, very dark and burgundy color. So this one is, what is it called? It's called Lilac Cineriga Sensation. It's just beautiful and dark purple, and on the outside the petal is white. Look really beautiful. So I'm excited about this bush. And I do have a lot some other strawberry down here. This is the cage, and some other sage, and some other vegetables. It's still silver beet still hang on in here, and some of the vitamins celery. Like down there, the vitamin celery, by the way, and some cherry tomato I planted recently that I grew them from seed actually. And my tiny little wisteria, and it gave me the bloom. I bought it last year in budding, and the bloom kind of faded away already. Oh, here one, another new fresh one. Look at that. So exciting. I thought it would take maybe 4 or 5 years to get it bloom, but it bloomed straight away. And this one in my kiwi zucchini, sorry, not kiwi, my zucchini, it has some male flower and all drop off. But down there, I got more snow peas, sugar snappies. Oh, by the way, see my daughter. Already say hello now. And inside here, I got some Mandalay Rose. I think that's one, a little bit shrouded by the bush in the front. And this is my service berry. And it is ripening, all the berries are ripening. And I try to cover the netting before the birds get the moon. But they're not quite ready yet. You can see very dark color like this, but should be very bluish dark color. So exciting. And I still have lots of other peas in here. And in the back, I got another Mandalay Rose put there. And my rhubarb and this Asian pear, it got a lot of fruits, but I have to take them off because I want the tree to develop more a little bit, because the tree is still very small. And further back, this is my lemon tree. They have a lot of flower and they are blue opening. The flower are opening. And hopefully the bee will pollinate them more. And excuse me for my curtains, because 2 weeks ago we still have a cold weather down to 3 and 4 degrees Celsius during the night, so I have to cover it. And a lot of tayberry. That tayberry bush, I have to. Oh, my daughter wants to show the strawberry. Yay! And my tayberry bush is kind of like take over in this corner, and I think after it's finished fruiting, I will dig it out because that is too much for this corner, because I do have a lot of other berries to eat as well. And I have to keep the cage here, because if I take the cage off, the berry will fall, the vine fall over the lemon tree. And my local tree is still looking really good. And this is variegated elderberry. Look at that, it's very pretty. And further back, this is my mandarin tree. Now this year we have to do a little bit of treachery. I think when my father-in-law come down here, I will have to ask him to build a cage to protect it from the frost. And this is my other area. I have lots of raspberry in the tub, actually. It's a storage tub like this. And some of them, they're starting to produce the fruit, but not quite big enough for them to ripen. Then let me walk out in this corner. Okay, let me walk a little bit further so you can see. So on my right side, I still have 2 little bushes of the zucchini, and not quite blooming yet. And the cucumber I planted few weeks ago and haven't quite growing much at all. And on the top of them, I got a new obelisk, actually. I got 2 of these, and I got from the garden center. You can see that they haven't growing much at all because of the cold weather we got. But that's okay. I don't mind it. Maybe sometime we just kind of taking back and think and enjoy, not thinking about too much like what the produce I got in the garden. I just do enjoy very much going out to see my garden though. So on my left side, I got a lot of parsnip. Some of the parsnip that I sold them directly, and so I know that when we sold directly the seed in the soil, that they often produce very straight root. And then as long as you got very deep garden bed and loose and nice soil for them, they can produce very nice and straight root. But if you transplanted it, or you grow them in the little container and then plant them out later, they often come into very funny shape of the roots. Let me show you a little bit. Here, example, some of the parsnip that I grow in here. This one I grow from seed. Maybe I just put it on now. From the seed and go sow directly. You can see this, that little plant like this, but have beautiful straight root. So that is very nice. And down over here, I got more strawberries. some Chilean Quava I got in this container. Oh, she picked so lots of strawberry. You wanna eat them, Audrey? You wanna eat them? And my apple tree. And this one, oh yes, she said that's the way. And this is my apple tree. It got a lot of fruit, but I took all of them off because I want the tree to produce more a little bit. And my nectarine is got so bad of infected by the leaf curl, so no food this year for me for that bush. And few months ago, all this friend cover all flower of the clematis. That's purple clematis is faded away already or finished blooming, but this one's still going on. Very nice. I love it. And this is my pear tree. And I got some more parsnip in this garden bed as well. And my cucumber that I planted a few weeks ago, they grow a little bit, but not much at all. And come along this side, I got more raspberry. And this side, I got very early fruiting raspberry. So that's why they are quite big like this. And some of them, they are red like this. Oh, this one ready. Look at that. Looking very good. And this is my plum tree, another type of plum. And it got a lot of fruit. I have to cover it. And some of the corn I plant in here. And down over there as well. And another pear tree. Now this pear, they are only 1 year old. So they're not quite give me any flower or fruit yet. And another clematis there. I wish I can try to find the video that I took when they were all in blooming. Just so beautiful. That plum tree doesn't give me any fruit though, because this plum tree, it bloomed before and that one it bloomed later. They are the same variety, but that one got hit by the rain. So all the flower didn't get pollinated by the bees. So no fruit for that. And another apple tree. Let me walk a little bit further back so you have vision what's my backyard look like at the moment. And on my right side, a lot of strawberries. A lot of them, they only start ripening. There are so much. They are everywhere. So many strawberry. And I got more parsnip and some of the garlic left. I did have it quite a lot of them, but some of them, they are a little bit small, so I still keeping in this garden bed. And I just sow some more parsnip in there. And yes, Audrey? Yeah, you got some more, they are red already. You want to pick them? And this is my ruby grapefruit, all blooming very well. Someone gifted it to me. And I'm so excited to taste the fruit. And come on this side, and more parsnip. Oh, I'm sorry, I just overload you with parsnip. Now this garden bed was full of parsnip the other day. And after the rain kind of smashing it, but I did have them a lot to roast. And they were delicious. On the roots, they were very crisp and nice. And on my left side, you can see my compost bin. If I'm making that video in the video, if you watch it not long ago, and my lime tree looking really good after come back from the winter. It got a lot of flower, but all fell off because of the rain. And I have to put the netting down though before the net the birds go to eat all the berry. Look at that, so many berry, so healthy. The what? Okay, and more blueberry. So this corner, mostly I grow lots of rhododendron and camellia. They're all very new and they all finished blooming. So I can't quite have anything to show you. And this is my fern tree coming back from the winter. And on this side, I got small rhododendron and some other camellia as well. Oh, look, this one. I can show you this. This one, variegated Daphne. And this variety will be blooming. Although it bloomed for me in the spring already. And now bloom again. So that is very nice. And some more rhododendrons. They are all finished blooming, and my coriander is it two terracotta container. They're doing very well. I love the homegrown coriander. And come along this side, lots of messy holes on the floor. And this container of the baby blue, I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it yet, and it's getting so big though. I need to repot it because I think it will grow much bigger if I put it in the bigger container or in the ground. And my Daphne doing very well in the corner, and that's one as well. And as a camellia, so this corner, I have a lot of other trees and berry here. This one, they are currant actually. I got two variety in here, black currant and red currant, but I don't know which one is which now. So this is the end of my backyard garden tour to November 2021. I hope you enjoyed the tour and you see different type of plants and fruit trees and flower. And thank you so much for watching, and see you next video. Bye bye.